Heat 15. Let's take you through the starting grid for this one. Alexis Constant and Clément Outram will line up on the front row, ahead of Roberto Baz and Roxane Lantinga, the leading lady driver in this particular race. Quinten van Leeuwen and Semil Bayati ran out row 3, with Luca Montebello and Rocco Curcio rounding out the top 4 rows. Marcus Gloom and Arthur Huang, the next best placed rookie in this weekend, ran out your top 10. Arthur, running with VDK Racing, was in the junior side of things last year. Clément Masson and Jules Van Hul ran out the top 6 rows. Julien Sorvillo and Kevin Backer on row 7. François Delati and Tess Verschoor ran out row 8, with Yanis Martin and Pepin Steiger completing row number 9. Angelo Meli and Valérie Jalil ran out your top 20, with Joey Brown, Moritz Moore, Gaetan de Brabandera, Noel van Vonveld, Ellie Dax and Max Hizel round out your 26 strong runners in this one. I had a quick chat with Roxane Lantinga, and well, I had a chat with her and Luca Griggs yesterday. They were just quickly about to scarper off and go back to the hotel and get some food. And I said, well, what happened in the first race? I said, you got told off by the race director. She went, yeah, just like one big incident. And then Luca went in and said, yeah, after that it went just completely wrong. But she still went on. Give credit where credit is due. It was Heat A versus F, Heat 8 yesterday, that after penalties were applied, Roxane got P2. She also got a P4 earlier on this weekend as well. So there is hope for the number 350 from the Netherlands, the younger sister of Kevin Lantinga, who we will see in action a little bit later on as well. But more to the point, Alexis Constant has not yet taken a heat victory. Well, not yet taken a heat victory, but he has been close. The closest he's been was this morning. But Victor Louis, for the, I think, well, last year we didn't have the same winner for the opening respective qualifying heats of both the Friday and the Saturday. But Victor Louis has started strong. But the temperature is once again increasing. 14 degrees Celsius, southwesterly wind to the tune of about 17 kilometers an hour. 59% humidity, still blue skies up above. So the tyres will start to struggle a little bit as we get into the business end, the second half of these qualifying heat phases. And then when we get to the finals, could be a completely different situation altogether. Into the tram lines we go. So we're revs up, lights on, lights are out, we're on our way. Good start there by, I think that was Roxane Lantinga. She dived to the inside line into turn 1, as now there's going to be a change for the lead, up the inside, mounting the curbs, and through goes, I think that is, yes, that is not Alexis Constant. I think it was Clément Outram retaking the race lead. 3 wide coming out of turn 3 for the first time. The 223 on the outside. And that just goes to show how quickly these things can change, or 238. Now, did I just see someone's possibly lost the front? I'm not sure. It either was a completely black bumper or someone has got no front bumper at all. We'll see if there are any mechanical black flags or the meatball flag being shown very shortly. But straight away, Alexis Constant is in second position behind Clément Outram, who leads the way. Roxane Lantinga made a great jump past Roberto Baz, just cut round the outside of him on the entry into turn 1. Van Leeuwen, Bayati, Curcio, Montebello, Marcus Gloom and Arthur Huang round out your top 10 as Alexis Constant puts the pressure on Clément Outram into turn 2.
Clément Outram en tête après le premier tour dans cette manche qualificative des groupes E et F, avec Alexis Constant juste derrière lui, et puis un excellent départ de Roxane Lantinga également qui est troisième. 3 pilotes qui ont creusé un petit écart, 1 seconde environ, par rapport au groupe des poursuivants, emmené par Roberto Baz, et même un peu moins d'une seconde, une demi-seconde par rapport à Roberto Baz. On a également Quinten van Leeuwen dans ce groupe-là, Semil Bayati, le pilote allemand, et Rocco Curcio, avec, je pense, Rocco Curcio devant Semil Bayati désormais. On attendra le passage sur la ligne pour le confirmer. On a Luca Montebello, Arthur Huang qui est dans ce peloton-là, et Clément Massot aussi, pour boucler maintenant le deuxième tour. On est parti une fois de plus pour une course de 10 minutes plus un tour. C'est le format habituel de ces manches qualificatives. Excellent départ de Clément Outram, qui avait déjà gagné une manche hier, si je me souviens bien. Alex,
yes,
on va reprendre. On a tellement de
I'll bring up the list. Let's have a look. Senior D versus
oui,
F. which was heat 5.
Voilà, il avait gagné effectivement D contre F. Merci Alex qui note tout ça attentivement pendant que moi je vais faire les interviews, c'est parfait.
I'm making sure, I'm trying to put the top 3 down when we go through every race, and I'm checking the results. So we will keep you updated on top 3s and when there's been races where we've got the official results and we can give you an update on penalties and the like. But more to the point, it is about concentrating very much on the race action. The gap between Roxanne Lantinga and Quintin van Leeuwen now stretches to about 9/10 of a second. We're about to complete lap number 3, and Clément Outron is starting to build a slight advantage. By slight, I mean just over quarter of a second. Constant second, Lantinga, van Leeuwen, Roberto Baz, Bayati, Corcio, Sorvio, Huang now through. Tess for sure. Hold the phone. The 297 from the Netherlands, the lady driver, she's made it into the top 10. So Roxanne Lantinga and Tess for sure, 2 of our regular lady drivers in this championship, are giving the boys a little bit of a taste of their own medicine, so to speak.
De pilotes féminines qui brillent dans ce peloton et dans cette manche. X30 senior avec Roxanne Lantinga qui occupe la 3e position. Et puis Tess Verskoor également qui est dans le top 10. Elle est 10e, carte numéro 297 pour Tess Verskoor. Après, on a coutume de dire, hein, les filles dans ce peloton, même si forcément elles sont un peu moins rares, mais il n'y a aucune raison qu'elles ne soient pas aussi performantes. On a d'ailleurs eu une pole position, on vient d'avoir un changement avec Sorvio, Julian Sorvio qui est passé devant Rocco Surcio. Et on a d'ailleurs eu une pole position au championnat d'Europe OCA par une pilote féminine aussi. C'est bien de le signaler puisqu'on a à Campillos en Espagne le championnat d'Europe senior qui se déroule en même temps. On aura des chances belges aussi. Le karting est bien vivant et particulièrement ici, plus de 260 pilotes attendus dans les différentes catégories. On avait 57 pilotes dans la classe junior et 93 du côté des seniors. C'est beau.
It should be 19 nations because Noah Millal's been masquerading as a Polish driver for the last few days, but now we know he's a Swede. That makes it 19 nations. Sorry, I'm going to put that there. But it is getting very, very close at the front end of the field. I mean, Roxanne Lantinga, well, Alexis Constant knew fastest lap of the race. The top 3 lapped within 0.7, 70 thousandths of a second of each other. So Constant was quickest, Outron 54.993. Lantinga was actually quicker than the race leader, but things behind are really starting to concertina a bit here, Thomas, because Quintin van Leeuwen on the Henze chassis in 4th place has become the cork in the bottle. He's got Roberto Baz, Semil Bayati on the Energy Corsa, Julian Sorvio on the CRG, and Rocco Curcio looks to be on the crop promotion. Arthur Huang for VDK Racing, and Tess for sure up to 10th place. Top 21 drivers after 5 laps were covered by just under 10 seconds.
Les 3 premiers qui ont tourné dans le même dixième de seconde. 54.9 pour Clément Outran, Alexis Constant et Roxanne Lantinga lors du dernier tour. Et 54.9 pour les 2 premiers. Mais Roxanne Lantinga en 54.8 vient de signer le meilleur tour en course. Et elle est en train de revenir forcément puisqu'elle est un peu plus rapide sur les 2 leaders. Quintin van Leeuwen lui perd du terrain. Il est à 2 secondes 5 maintenant. Et il a la pression de son compatriote, les 2 néerlandais, Quintin van Leeuwen et Roberto Baz, devant l'allemand Semil Bayati, Julian Sorvio qui est l'un des rookies et avec le casque jaune derrière, et c'est lui d'ailleurs, Julian Sorvio, qui vient de venir faire l'intérieur ici à Semil Bayati. Très beau freinage de Julian Sorvio du côté du chemin de fer.
Yeah, and Bayati lost 2 positions as well in the process, so down to from 6th to 8th goes the German in the 272. So it's always the case that if you make a misstep, you're not going to pay just once, you're going to pay more than once. And we've seen it before where Lars Ramer in one of the X30 junior races a little bit earlier on and all the way down to about 13th position by the end of the opening lap. So that's how quickly in this kind of racing it can change, but a change for position. Faris Jalil past François Delati. That was for 15th place, and a little bit feisty here. Arthur Huang, I think, has got his elbows out. The 380 from VDK Racing, trying to close in, and that is on. Well, that's actually batting away with Tess for sure. So Tess for sure's got through on Arthur Huang, and she's running 9th.
Ouais, avec Arthur Huang qui est en bagarre avec Tess Verskoor pour la 9e position, et je pense qu'elle est passée devant Tess Verskoor, Arthur Huang, ancien champion mini. C'était il y a 2 ans, si je me souviens bien. Champion de la classe mini, passé désormais dans cette catégorie senior. Il est l'un des débutants, l'un des rookies dans cette catégorie senior. Il est pilote engagé par le VDK Racing. Clément Autran, Alexis Constant, Roxane Lantinga, toujours le même tiercé de tête. Et puis là, vous le voyez, 4e, 5e, 6e. La lutte entre Quentin Van Leeuwen, Roberto Bas, Julian Sorvio, qui est là, et puis Rocco Ciurcios, Emile Bayati, Terz Verscourt, qui était donc bel et bien passé devant Arthur Wang. Et Marcus Blum à la 11e position. Le Britannique Joey Brown, 12e. Luca Montebello, qui connaît une course difficile, Luca Montebello, que l'on avait pourtant vu se battre aux avant-postes ce matin. Et là, il est retombé à la 13e position, devant Clément Masson. C'est un peu plus calme là pour l'instant. C'est
like,
bien, hein, on doit garder un peu de voix aussi, mon cher Alex.
Exactly. it's always nice when we're able to. I've still got the hall soothers in the backpack just in case we need them. Now we've got to change the position. Yep, Sorvio doing a nice move there on Roberto Bas from WJS Racing. We'll see one of his teammates in. I'm hoping. I need to double check the entry list because I hope this young man is back. He got the nickname the Flying Dutchman. Oh, no. That is a big incident at turn 4. Sorvio and Roberto.
Curcio et Emile Bayati, je pense, qui étaient dedans.
Yeah, oh, Bayati, that's another one that he's been involved in.
Oui. Je pense que Bayati était impliqué dans cette sortie et en fait c'est Sorvio et Roberto Bas qui ont joué des coudes au niveau du virage numéro 3 avec Roberto Bas qui a écarté Julian Sorvio qui a voulu refermer la trajectoire. Les roues se sont touchées et on le rappelle quand on a des cartes comme ça, les roues se sont touchées, Sorvio est revenu et il a percuté.
Well no, it was Sorvio that was hit and then it fired. He's hit Roberto. Well, Roberto Bas and Sorvio came together. Sorvio's gone left, and then he's clashed with Roberto Bas, and it's fired Bas over to the right-hand side. So that's why Curcio and Bayati, they got caught up in the crossfire. So it was a domino rally effect, and that was a hard hit for both drivers. But the big thing was, both drivers were on their feet under their own steam, it seems. So,
and it's a second DNF for Emile Bayati once again after a crash. Right?
I know, and the first one he had, it was with the woman that's currently in P3, Roxane Lantinga.
Yeah, right.
They clashed coming out of turn 3, and the same bit of tarmac has been the nemesis. Final lap underway, and Autran gunning for another victory. Constant and Lantinga, they've been consistently in the top 5 all weekend long, apart from Roxane's first heat, where it was a bit of a bad one. Well, the words to that effect are behind closed doors when us commentators talk to the drivers, and they do use a few choice words at times, but Autran very much on course for another race victory.
Clément Autran qui a une avance qui devrait être suffisante a priori face à Alexis Constant. On les voit ici, hein, les 3 premiers. Alexis Constant de nouveau bien dans le coup. Et puis on va retrouver Roxane Lantinga en 54.7. Elle aura réalisé le meilleur tour en course, mais elle va devoir se contenter de la 3e position, la pilote néerlandaise. Derrière, après l'incident que l'on a connu, on a Quentin Van Leeuwen, 4e, Julian Sorvio, 5e. Terz Verscourt qui était 16e sur la grille et qui va récupérer normalement la 6e position. Voilà le drapeau à lamier présenté. Top passage sur la ligne. Clément Autran, Alexis Constant, Roxane Lantinga, Quentin Van Leeuwen, Julian Sorvio, Terz Verscourt, ça n'a pas changé. Roberto Bas après son accrochage avec Julian Sorvio est finalement 7e. Arthur Wang en 8e position, Marcus Blum 9e, Luca Montebello est en 10e position et marqué pas de chance pour Rocco Curcio et Emile Bayati qui ont été les victimes collatérales parce qu'ils n'étaient vraiment pour rien de l'accrochage entre Julian Sorvio et Roberto Bas. Les deux se sont touchés, ça a fait un effet domino comme le disait Alex et malheureusement pour eux, Rocco Curcio et Emile Bayati étaient au mauvais endroit au mauvais moment. Et ça fait aussi partie du karting.
Yep, it's part and parcel of karting, I'm afraid. So, Clément Autran takes another win ahead of Alexis Constant. Roxane Lantinga takes her second top 3 finish. The last 3 races, she's finished 2nd, 4th, and now at 3rd. So that's top 3 covered by 5.5 tenths of a second after 12 laps of racing. Quincy Fernando and Julien Sauvier all round at the top 5. Great run by Tess for sure. 10 places from 16th, meaning two of our lady drivers in the top 6 places. Roberto Valsalto, Juan Marcus Gloom, Luca Montebello running at your top 10. Good work by Joey Brown in the number 238 from the United Kingdom in 11th, having started from 21st on the grid. Clément Massot, Farid Joly, François Delati, Jules Van Hul. Max Hazel up 10 spots from stone dead last to 16th, ahead of Kevin Bakker, Gaetan de Brabandera, Pepin Steiger and Moritz Moore, rounding out your top 20 with 24 finishes at the end of 12 laps. Yanis Martin, Nord van Vonveld, Angelo Meli and Luxembourg's Ellie Dax, with unfortunately Rocco Curcio and Semil Bayati. Both of the German drivers unfortunately caught up in that cannonball effect incident through contact between